Now for my pet peeve, and I don't have much longer to go. Recently, I was once again having to be accosted by a freaking comment by some asshole who believes that just because I dare to say things like, there really is no such thing as race when you look at human biology, shit like that, or the fact that I happen to be married to somebody with less melanin than me, that somehow I am hating myself, that I hate my blackness. You don't know how much this shit pisses me the fuck off, for several reasons. One, look at me. Does it look like I hate my freaking features? I'm walking around wearing dreadlocks. I'm going bald, and yet I'm still wanting to keep my freaking dreadlocks. If I hated my blackness, I would be getting weird to this and probably wearing finger waves or going bald like a lot of other guys are doing. Or trying to find some way to get the kinks out, as some people try to do. I would have bleached my skin or changed my nose or something like that. I would have changed my last name since it's a Haitian last name. I would try to get rid of that slight little bit of an accent, which I picked up from my father because he's straight off the island. I wouldn't listen to Haitian music. I wouldn't have my son try to, know these things about these cultures. And hell, you people have seen my videos. You've seen how I go up against certain racist attitudes. Do I sound like somebody who hates being black? But every now and then, I'll get some fucking asshole who, just because I am not saying the militant shit that they want to hear, or because I happen to say something that pisses them off because I happen to point out that, hey, you're just as fucked up as white people can be, that I'm hating my blackness. Or because I have a biracial child, or because I'm married to a white woman and I'm hating my blackness. Let's go through some points really quickly, shall we? Point number one. If I hated my blackness so much that I was willing to have a biracial child, that has got to be the most stupid way to handle it. Why would, if I hated my own features, would I then want to produce a child without my own features? That's a weird way to do it. Wouldn't I want to change my features instead of giving it to somebody else whose life I'm never going to live? That's ridiculous. Look at Michael Jackson. He figured out what to do when he didn't like his features, and there's plenty of other people out there, regular Joe Schmoes, women in particular, who found ways of hiding certain features they didn't like. And incidentally enough, they happen to be some of the same people accusing me of hating my blackness. I'm getting into that a little later. Two, I happen to be somebody who pointed out that every single last human being walking around here has DNA which can trace them right back to a certain continent that we happen to call Africa, which proves that every single last one of us has black DNA. With me saying that and believing it and pointing that out, that's just think about that. Why, if I hated myself, would I point out that every single last person around here has black DNA? I would be trying to denounce that. No. It's a way of me pointing out that no matter where you hide, or no matter where you go, or no matter how self-righteous you think you are, that, oh, I'm not one of those black people, you still got that blood in you. It may be a small trace, but it's fucking there. Welcome to the family. And three, and I think it's about time somebody said this, and I know I'm not going to win any friends for this among certain people, and I don't care because you happen to be the ones I hate. And I hate a lot of human beings equally, so take that with, understand this when I'm saying this. Most of the people who come after me claiming that I hate being black, the reason why they do it is because they hate being black. I notice quite a few of the comments that I get are mostly from black women. And I always have a very interesting question to ask them. What's your hair like? Is it natural like mine? Do you wear yours naturally like mine? You got a fro? You wear dreads? You happen to wear it in braids? Or are you using those usual products that they always market to black women to make it as straight as possible? You got a little hot iron at home? They never answer back. And you would think these self-righteous people would desperately try any fucking way to prove, oh, I got my features, I got... None of them. Not a single one of them. Not one comes back with that answer. And we know why. Because it's not me with the problem of hating who I am. I love who I am. I'm a human being who happens to have melanin, and I happen to be traced back to a culture which has a whole lot of shit in it. Just like every other human being. Now, it's them who hate themselves, which is why they go after bastards like me, because they need somebody else to point the finger at. And then after they finish feeling self-righteous, making a comment toward me, they're going to go back and put some fucking shit in their hair and then straighten it out the next day and think that somehow they're better than I am. But they're the ones with the problem. And they get even more upset when, why aren't you marrying a sister? What they're really saying is, so you're proving to me that I'm not good enough. Fuck you. You don't need me to validate your own existence or your own self-worth, okay? You got issues, you deal with them. You don't bring that shit to me. And I am the last fucking person that any one of you assholes, if any of you are watching this, should try to say that I hate who I am. I am the last fucking person. If you guys even had an inkling of the type of shit I've done with my life and the type of people I've attacked and the type of people I had to butt up against, you'd realize I'm the wrong person to try to lay that finger to. Yes, I'm somebody who believes that all human beings are pretty much the same. Yes, I do argue that race pretty much, for the most part, in terms of how we use it, is a bullshit term. And yes, I'll go back and looking at science and pointing out how a lot of the shit that we believe about race is bullshit. But at the same time, I do not use that as an excuse to denounce my culture. Please. I got a lot to be proud of my fucking culture. Hell, I know it's a lot. Hell, I'm going to throw a low blow here. I happen to come from a culture where when we were hit with slavery, we fought back and kicked the masters out. And we've been blacklisted for that ever since. Please. I am the wrong person to try to bring that shit to. So, sorry I had to end it off on that note, but that shit really pisses me the fuck off. And this is one of the reasons why I hate most human beings, whether you're black, white, Chinese, I don't give a fuck, because so many of you come with that type of stupidity. Not just about race, but anything in particular. I mean, because you guys have hang-ups, you're going to be jumping up on me. Please. I'm the wrong person. Alright, I hope my next videos won't be this stupid and this long and rambly, especially since it's going on 20 minutes. So, catch you guys later.